Hello, fellow trainers! Welcome back to the channel for another visit to my custom Pokemon region, the Halzari region. Last time that we visited the region, I introduced you to my flying starter line, Eagle Slash, Ergo Pride, and final evolution of Patreagle, and announced that I will have a starter in this region for every single Pokemon type. I have 18 starter Pokemon to choose from. Quite the thing, but when you're based on America and you got American ideals of excess infused into your story, it seems appropriate. And also, last time I teased you with this image and asked you, who's that Pokemon? But before I get into who that Pokemon is, I want to introduce you to another one of Halzari's forest dwellers, and a good friend of mine that I like to call Zeaglebeal. Zeaglebeal is a beagle type Pokemon with a lot of fond memories behind it, and a ground grass type that has a lot of use in the Halzari region. And let me tell you all about it with this entry right here. Zeaglebeal is the Path Guide Pokemon. Ground and Grass type number 60 in the Halzari Pokedex. Zeaglebeal is an ideal partner for those that struggle with directions. Zeaglebeal has an innate sense of where to go. It uses its pointed tail as an arrow to show the way. When I designed Zeaglebeal, I thought of two things in particular. First one being, I've mentioned this on the channel in a lot of various videos, but especially in these regional videos, that my wife and I are huge national parks fans. Our goal as a married couple is to make it to every single national park in the United States, and hopefully make it to a bunch of them abroad as well. And we've had wonderful experiences getting to talk to park rangers that can guide you in so many ways while we're in these national parks and enjoying the natural beauty that our country has to offer. And I just took that as a way to watching stories and watching movies and TV of dogs kind of guiding the way to things. I thought that'd be a really good way to mesh those ideas, which is why the color scheme of Zeaglebeal is actually that brown color with the cream, tan colors, and then just the hints of green, because it really exemplifies those national park uniforms that you see. If you ever enter a national park site, rangers are going to be in those color schemes. And then the green is just a hint back to nature and the hint at the grass typing. And the other thing I was based it on, I want to show the enthusiasm of the Pokemon with the pointed tail and really active tail, because growing up, one of my best friends, they had a pair of beagles that I often, would walk with them and take for walks, and they were incredibly enthusiastic, and they wanted to lead the way anywhere we went, to the point where they could really, really pull. And we grew up in Wisconsin, so when it was snowy or icy, half the time I had to hold both of them, simply because my friend was quite tiny and was just like, if I hold them, I'm getting pulled. I need you to do this. So it was really fun to bring those ideas of the enthusiasm of a beagle, which is why, and the zeal to lead and the zeal for what you're trying to do in life, to the namesake of the character and to the creation of this Pokemon. And there's a lot of heart put into Zeaglebeal. So even though it might look a little bit more simplistic than a lot of my other Pokemon designs, frankly, it's one that just has a lot of sentiment behind it and a lot of good feeling behind Zeaglebeal. And I hope you guys enjoy Zeaglebeal. But I did tease you with another Pokemon as well. The first regional variant I'm going to show you for the Halzari region. It's a Pokemon I am quite fond of, but it's an interesting twist on this Pokemon, and I hope you enjoy this rendition of Delibird. Delibird is an utter favorite. I feel like a broken record telling you guys. I have a lot of affection for birds, bird Pokemon, and duck-looking creatures in general. And Delibird is one that I've come to love and enjoy a lot. And this design is one that means the world to me simply because this is one of the first drawings I ever did to really feel confident in my art style with Pokemon. And I'll get into that a little bit more, but this Delibird is a grass and flying type as opposed to the ice typing, and I'll take you to its entry right now. Delibird's still the delivery Pokemon, but it is grass and flying type in the Halzari region, and it's number 63 in the Halzari Pokedex. Different fables are based on this regional bird. Halzari's Delibird acts as a sower of great forests, planting seeds anywhere it believes they can. So the sowing of the seeds and planting trees was something that I love the idea of Delibird being the delivery Pokemon because it's delivering presents as that Santa Claus ice and flying type. I thought that was, as I've come to appreciate more of the Pokemon designs and the thought process in them, it's something that I found incredibly appealing as a design choice, but unique enough that you're like, well, it's obviously Santa Claus, but it's not like the first thing that's going to hit you over the head if you look at it. And my Delibird, I wanted to keep that idea of fables or, or tall tales in general when speaking of this Delibird. So I based this Delibird off of, the legends and fables of Johnny Appleseed, an American, tall tale icon that actually is very much based in truth, in which Johnny Appleseed, or the man that Johnny Appleseed is based off of, went across giant swaths of the American East to the Midwest and just planted trees, and a lot of forests were grown to be better because of the man that Johnny Appleseed is based off of. And I wanted to use that idea for a Pokemon, and the appreciation of nature is something that I really wanted to touch on in this region. And this Delibird, I think, does that. I thought it'd be an interesting way to use the delivery motif in a different way. And this Delibird means the world to me. I will say, if anyone is trying to make their own region or just get into art in general, I don't think I'm the greatest artist of all time. I do appreciate my art and I am confident in what I do, but it was a long process to get to even that confidence point. And this Delibird, I think of all the Pokemon I've drawn, that Delibird was around 50 to 60 Pokemon deep for me, maybe even 70 deep. But I drew it. I made the pose custom. I did everything, custom, just looking at a little bit of the detail of the original Delibird. And it's the first time I went, I can do this. Like, I knew I could do it, and was really happy with the artwork. And which is why, actually, when I started doing digital artwork, this Delibird was the first Pokemon I drew digitally as well, because it has a very, very special place in my heart, because it's the first time I felt really confident in this project and knew I could share this with people and probably have them enjoy it. So this Delibird holds a very, very special place in my heart, and holds a lot of ideals that I care for in the character. And I can't tell you how much I love this Delibird. He's he, she, they, whatever we want to call, whatever pronouns we want to use with this Delibird, means a lot to me. However, this Delibird is not alone in the region, but I'm going to tease you for next time by asking you, who's that Pokemon? Next time that we visit the Halzari region, we are going to visit more of Halzari's rivers and meet a few Pokemon that call the rivers of Halzari home, and some of the lakes that Halzari has as well. and we're going to introduce you to my region's kind of gimmick. Every generation of Pokemon kind of has a gimmick or in-game mechanic that they introduce to the generation, and I'm going to introduce you to mine on our next video that is going to come out next week. But as always, I just want to say thank you again for watching this video. Please follow me anywhere you can, Pokemon Trainer Evan. You can find me on Twitch and TikTok and YouTube and Instagram, and I am sharing different things on each and every single platform, so there is really a lot of fun content for you to have. If you like this video, please give it a like, a follow, subscribe, a comment wherever you are and you can find it. Please do so. I appreciate that so much. And last thing I need for engagement, if you can, I still have my poll up voting on the 3 starter Pokemon that I introduced. I want to hear your opinions on what you guys like and what you don't like. So by all means, please participate in that poll for me in the community tab of YouTube. It is a wonderful, wonderful help. But again, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I'll catch you next time when we visit Halzari again. Thank you. Goodbye.